अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं हूँ नरिमान अंसारी और आप देख रहे हैं बेगम बेगम्स। आज एक बहुत ही कोई इंटरेस्टिंग गेस्ट हैं भाई। उनका नाम है आमना बेग एंड यू विल बी अ लिटिल सरप्राइज्ड कि वो क्या करती हैं। शी इज़ अ सुपरिटेंडेंट ऑफ पुलिस इन पाकिस्तान एंड शी इज़ अ टफ वन। है वो छोटी सी, मतलब देखने में छोटी सी, लेकिन शी इज़ डूइंग बिग थिंग्स एंड आई एम सो इम्प्रेस्ड, आई एम सो इंस्पायर्ड बाय हर कि वो क्या मतलब क्या क्या कुछ कर रही हैं। एंड यू नो, बीइंग अ वुमन इन द पुलिस, एंड आई थिंक पाकिस्तान में इस वक्त हम सब बहुत परेशान हैं कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर का क्या हाल है, औरतों के लिए क्या हो रहा है, औरतों की इनजस के लिए के ख़िलाफ़ और बच्चों के ख़िलाफ़, और मतलब एक अजीब सा लॉलेसनेस हो रही है। लेकिन कुछ लोग हैं जो अपनी थोड़ी सी जगह उनको जो मिली है उसमें वो कुछ अच्छा करना चाह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान के लिए। एंड आई एम रियली इंस्पायर्ड बाय आमना, क्योंकि उन्होंने एक ऐसी चीज़ में अपना रास्ता बनाया है जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा पाकिस्तानी औरतें नहीं करती। एंड आई थॉट कि वी शुड टॉक टू हर कि भाई हाउ डिड शी, मतलब कौन सुबह उठ के कहता है कि मैंने पुलिस ज्वाइन करनी है पाकिस्तानी औरतों में। मतलब दिस इज नॉट अ कॉमन थिंग, यू नो, इट्स अ फैक्ट। कोई किसी मतलब कोई इसमें बुरी बात नहीं है, दिस इज ग्रेट। लेकिन आई थिंक कि वी डेफिनेटली नीड मोर वेमेन लाइक हर। माशाल्लाह शी हैज़ डन अमेजिंग थिंग्स ऑलरेडी। मतलब वो थोड़ी सी आपको मैं हिस्ट्री बताऊं उनकी। वो उन्होंने लॉ में बैचलर्स किया लंदन से, उन्होंने ऑक्सफोर्ड से भी मास्टर्स किया पब्लिक पॉलिसी में, और उन्होंने अभी रिसेंटली येल यूनिवर्सिटी ने उनको फेलोशिप के लिए बुलाया। एंड अभी वो पाकिस्तान में शी इज़ वन ऑफ द मेन पीपल जो काम कर रहे हैं एक जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस यूनिट स्पेसिफिकली, जो कि इन क्राइम्स के लिए पे फोकस करता है और उन पे काम कर रहा है। और ये 24/7 यूनिट है जो कि डेडिकेट हुआ है इस जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस के लिए। एंड उसके अलावा शी इज़ डूइंग अ लॉट फॉर पॉलिसी मेकिंग एज वेल। रेप के ख़िलाफ़ जो बिल्स और ऑर्डिनेंसेस हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड के औरतों को जो साइबर क्राइम्स हो रहे हैं औरतों के ख़िलाफ़, लोग ब्लैकमेल कर रहे हैं, इस तरह की चीज़ें जो होती हैं उसके ऊपर उन्होंने स्पेसिफिकली रिसर्च भी की है। और अब वो उसके लिए पाकिस्तान में जो लॉज बन रहे हैं, शी इज़ इन्वॉल्व विद इट। सो आई थिंक शी इज़, या, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग वुमन। सो बात करते हैं आमना बेग से।
Assalamu alaikum, Amna. I am so happy to have you here on Begum Begums. Thank you for doing this with me.
You're welcome.
Bhai, I think this might be the very first conversation in my life that I'm having with a policewoman. You know, does that happen?
Not a police officer, so I'm wondering if there have been interactions.
Oh, बात सही है वैसे। हाँ, ये मैंने इस पर, but specifically a woman in Pakistani police, that is definitely, like I said, an anomaly in the system, a glitch in the matrix कि ये होता है और ये हो भी सकता है। And I think that's what has been, particularly मैं आपकी, I have been हमारी online, I have been watching you for a while, and just I was curious कि how did this happen? Who is this person, and what brought you to this place? And so, but yeah, I mean that's basically what I was hoping we could talk about, because this Pakistan needs more women like you. Is it something? Who was the inspiration for you behind this?
First of all, thank you so much for having me on the podcast. And everyone, for the audience, I have to tell, Narman and I have not met each other in person. And we have only been Insta friends and watching each other grow over the past couple of years. I think the funniest thing is that while preparing for this interview, except for the hard part of setting the phones and the lights, I think it was to call her Neriman, because I just know her as Bashira in Toronto, and for the longest time.
Yes.
For the longest time, I thought that was her name until one day I heard her mother say, "Oh, I have two daughters and one is named this." And I'm like, who am I following then? But yeah, so the hardest part in this interview is going to be me calling you Nariman and not Bashira. But yeah, thank you.
हाँ नहीं एक्चुअली इसकी स्टोरी है लेट मी शेयर द बशीरा स्टोरी सो बशीरा इन टोरंटो
please.
इज बेस्ड ऑन बशीरा इन ट्रबल जो मेरी अम्मी का 50-50 स्केच था ना जिसमें वो पंजाबी इंग्लिश पंजाबी फिल्म बनाई थी उन्होंने जिसमें बड़ा इट वाज अ फेमस थिंग आई डोंट नो यू प्रीटी यंग सो आई डोंट नो इफ यू नो रिमेंबर इट लेकिन वो बहुत ही फनी था उसमें वो इस्माइल तारा और वो सब वो पंजाबी इंग्लिश मिक्स करके बोल रहे थे तो दैट्स काइंड ऑफ वेयर इट केम फ्रॉम ऑल्सो माई ग्रैंड फादर्स नेम वॉज अहमद बशीर तो हम लोग अपना हमारा एक जो फैमिली वो है तो हम भी अपने आप को एक बशीरा खानदान कहते हैं सो आई थिंक इट्स जस्ट इट्स लाइक एन इनसाइड जोक
Okay.
हाँ
No, now I know. Now I know. But thank you. This was interesting. And I don't know if any of your guests have already asked you this, but I was always curious. I'm just like, so why? But thank you. Thank you for telling everyone.
no actually that's true I have never really sat and just explained this to anyone on my show so चलो अच्छा हुआ ये भी but हाँ तो बस this was just a little tribute to my खानदानी things that's it लेकिन हाँ आई एम सो ग्रेटफुल दैट बीइंग ऑनलाइन हम लोगों को ये अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिलती हैं कि आई एम स्टिल एबल टू स्टे इन टच विद Pakistan and its culture and meet amazing interesting people like you and online चाहे लेकिन at least yeah I'm so grateful that you were able to do this I know it's it's not like I said it's my first time talking to a police wali
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Nariman. And I think back to your question. What was the question? Sorry, I forgot. I'm just so
क्वेश्चन
enthralled
ये
by
था
the...
कि वो आप ऐसी क्यों हैं आप ऐसी क्यों हैं दैट इज माय बेसिक क्वेश्चन आपने ये क्यों किया आप ये क्यों कर रही हैं
Okay. I mean, it's been so. First of all, I would like to tell everybody that I have been in the police service for a decade now. I joined the police service in 2016, and it's been a whole decade. मैं कोई इतनी छोटी नहीं हूँ. मुझे सर्विस में 10 साल हो गए हैं. और it's been a fascinating journey of understanding the problems, trying to help and assist people, and just trying to make a difference in any way that I could. So I'm just extremely grateful to Allah for picking me to do this. I as I'd say, the start of this answer is that He picked me to do this, and as He picked so many people to do so many great things. And आई थिंक ये इस वजह से था बिकॉज़ शायद मुझे बहुत जल्दी बहुत सारी चीज़ों की अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो गई थी अपने इर्द-गिर्द. आई ऑलवेज़ से दिस इन माय इंटरव्यूज़ दैट आई कम फ्रॉम एन एक्सट्रीमली conventional family. It was always an extremely conventional family, and while there was a lot of opportunity, there was a lot of access, but then again there were serious gender stereotypes that were set for the women in the family. My father's side of family,
traditional family structure like
yeah, absolutely, like a traditional Pakistani family. But I think my father's side of the family was quite progressive, but my mother's side of the family was not. And as हमेशा जिस तरह घरों में होता है, the mother would have more of an influence on what's happening in the house, क्या चीज़ें करनी है, क्या नहीं करनी. तो इसी तरह से I think बचपन से first of all I was very extrovert. I wanted to do things, and when मेरे पे restrictions लगाई जाती थी या gender stereotyping की जाती थी तो मैं मुझे पसंद नहीं था. और I would not very outwardly, but बहुत मुझे सोच आती थी, and I would be a rebel inside my mind, and I would keep thinking about things कि नहीं ये चीज़ तो ऐसे ठीक नहीं है, ये ऐसे नहीं हो सकता. और उसी में I think जब ये बात थी कि बड़े होके क्या बनना है, and I repeat this. I remember जब हम छोटे होते हैं तो जब भी कोई पूछता था कि बड़े होके क्या करना है, तो everybody in the class, the girls and the boys, they would say, we want to be a pilot because our father is a pilot, or we would want to join the army because our father is an army man, or we would want to do this or that because our father is that. But nobody was talking about the women. And even as children, the examples were not women. As you said, कि क्या example थी? I didn't have any. Like I don't remember thinking कि oh, मैंने ये करना है, because वो examples ही नहीं थी. And generally, as you said, it was a traditional household, so a lot of things were looked down upon. And a lot of career choices that women made back in the day, I think they were not considered good. So when it was my turn to decide what I wanted to do, there's a whole lot of a detail of, what my mother had planned for me and what I ended up doing. But in between, when I was deciding on a career, I was very sure that inherently I'm a Desi. I love my family. I want to stay close to them. I want their approval. So when I was deciding a career for myself, I wanted a career which was empowering, but also socially acceptable, where my parents would be comfortable with what I'm doing. And I wanted it to be extremely empowering. So civil service was the best option. And I think, again, I was lucky because my father was a civil servant and he was extremely, I'd say, encouraging. He would always say कि मुझे अपने सारे बच्चों में लगता है that you can take the civil service exam. And you know how there's this thing in Pakistan where the parents want one of their children to take the civil service exam.
Of course.
So my father was again a traditional man, and he wanted somebody from the family to take that route. And he always would tell me that I think that you can do it. He would always take me to his office when I was a child. So I was very aware of the career options in terms of civil service and what it entailed. And later on, when I'd speak to people, I realized that not a lot of people knew about it like I did. Like I knew you could join the civil service. You can join the police service through the civil service route and then join the foreign office or the administrative service. So I think that sort of combination of things growing up, the sort of, I think this need to not just say that this is wrong, but actually do and prove that you could actually do something which is correct in societal expectations, but also holds a lot of respect. I think it was just a combination of all of that. I hope I was able to answer.
No, I mean, that's the thing. I'm very curious कि भाई, like, because that's the thing that I've observed with your, जो मैंने अभी तक इंस्टाग्राम पे आपकी ज़िंदगी देखी है. हम तो सारी अब जैसे उसी पे, आई मीन कंसिडरिंग, सब कहते हैं कि इंस्टाग्राम पे कोई रियल लाइफ नहीं होती, लेकिन जो भी है, आई सेंस दैट फैमिली इज़ अ बिग पार्ट ऑफ एवरीथिंग यू आर डूइंग, mashallah, and you're married as well, and I mean that's but I see your family, everyone is very much involved with your, mashallah. I can see that they're supporting you, and that is also amazing. It's so wonderful. But obviously, like you said, there is I'm sure कि कोई pushback, कोई like you said, अब your mother की family और जो भी, मतलब there must have been a little bit of resistance and somewhere कि considering, it is a law and a crime and law kind of position, and obviously लड़कियों को सब protection और shelter करना चाहते हैं इन चीज़ों से. So how was that for you, like the resistance of it?
Yeah, I have just jumped to the good parts. Very conveniently. I'm just like, oh yeah, one day I woke up and I decided I wanted to take this exam, and it was as easy. And in the morning I met a friend and we were discussing exactly this basically. And I was telling him, we were talking about what kind of support is there when you're a woman in this country trying to do something which is not conventional. And I think he asked me about what my biggest achievement has been being in the service and doing this for a long time. And I was telling him, and this has been my answer, like I don't even have to think twice to just say that it has been changing my mother's perspective on working women and what women can do and what women can't do. And all my life, I struggled to make her see the truth in what I'm saying. Like, as I said, it was a traditional household. So it would always be like, oh, but you're saying this, but no, rationally this makes no sense. Like, where is the logic in this? And she'd be like, no, aise nahi kehte, aise hi hota hai. Like how the
नहीं, और फिर
conversations
ससुराल
are.
वाले क्या कहेंगे, आगे रिश्ता पता नहीं आएगा कि नहीं, मतलब there's so many levels to this कि सिर्फ ये नहीं कि तुम्हारी जो है ना, मतलब मेरी सास जो है वो कह रही है अब तुमने अपनी बेटी को क्या बनाया है, मतलब it's all the mom is also dealing with all sorts of fears, right? हाँ,
But
कोई
then
रिस्की
that's
चीज the standard.
वो स्टैंडर्ड ही वही था, सो उसमें तो किसी किस्म की ऐसी कोई चीज़ ही नहीं थी जिसमें आप कह सकते हो, सो दैट्स द बेस्ट शी न्यू. बट आई थिंक लाइक the biggest I think difference I've made is changed my mother's mind around things. Now she sits people down and tell them that your daughter should have a career, she should take the civil service exam, make sure that she gets an education, make sure she completes her university, make sure she goes for a master's. And I'm listening to her and I'm like, ये कौन औरत है, ये कौन सी खातून है, ये हम किससे, ये कौन क्या बातें कर रही है, like. And I was telling, yeah, my cousins and I, we got together recently and we were discussing this, and we had grown up together, and I was saying like how it was considered such a bad thing for women to have fun. और वो कहती थी कि अच्छा अगर किसी लड़की ने कोई लड़कियां अगर मिलके कहीं चली गई हैं तो वो कंसिडर होता थे, ओ ये आवारा लड़कियां, like how they're going out and
अकेली
having
लड़कियां
fun and
पिकनिक पर चली गई फॉर एग्जांपल,
पिकनिक पे
सिर्फ
चली
ये
गई हैं. Yes, and it was so looked down upon, and there were these really bad names that they would be called out, and like ये अच्छी बात नहीं होती, लड़कियां घरों में ही अच्छी लगती हैं and stuff like that. And I was telling her how fun was considered bad, but now everybody says that it's so required for mental health. And my mom goes around and says that, oh, I just want to have fun now. And I'm like, really? So when I say all of these things, I think what I want to say is that no, it wasn't easy. It was a lot of struggle trying to just break down the stereotypes that had been set for me as a woman in this country, and then just fighting them every day, and in the process also having this fear that I cannot fail, because if I fail, that those stereotypes would be proven right. So it was a lot of struggle, and but I'm so grateful to have made that struggle. It is I give this reference to what I do. So basically, most of my experience has been around gender-based violence, and because we had such few female officers in the service. Now we have many, thankfully, but in the initial years, my female colleagues and I, we discussed that we ended up taking on the responsibility of the district for everything apart from our jurisdiction, to also the gender-based violence, which was good because we were females, we were better able to handle the cases.
बिल्कुल.
But I always say this, that every time I go to a case like that of domestic violence or gender-based violence, I always think back to how I was this close to being one of the numbers that I quote or I'd be quoting in this interview, and the numbers that I quote on my panel discussions, because that was my reality. Like, my mother wanted me to get married, just do the bare basic education and then get married. So I always think back to it and I'm just like, I could have been this. Like, I could have been one of the numbers and I could have been the one seeking help. So that's also, the reality for so many women.
Yeah.
It is the women specifically. I mentioned that I come from a traditional conventional household because most of us do. And it's really, really hard for those women.
और वही बात है ना कि I mean some professions, I think all professions, they benefit so much from having diversity कि उसमें for example डॉक्टर सिर्फ आदमी नहीं हो सकते, आपको औरतें चाहिए डॉक्टर, because you just can't not have women doctors. Same way, police, there should be more women in the police, because God knows Pakistan mein violence against women and crimes against women and children and vulnerable people itna zyada hai, and usme women bring a lot to the table. they bring a lot to the understanding of that.
Absolutely.
Women need permission in society, in our society, from so many places, and many times वो एक अपने अंदर खुद ही हम दरवाजे बंद कर देते हैं कई दफ़ा बगैर चेक किए कि हमें वो परमिशन मिलेगी या नहीं. हम कहते नहीं ये तो नहीं होगा ना. बट लाइक यू सेड कि ये समथिंग दैट आप बचपन से इसको चैलेंज करना चाह रही थी, एंड एंड नो वन हैड अ प्रॉब्लम विद दैट, कि आपके अब्बू ने ये नहीं कहा कि ये क्या हो रहा है, ये रिबेलियस लड़की बच्ची, या कि अब किसी ने कहा कि नहीं ये वाला केस ख़राब हो गया, ये वाली बच्ची ठीक नहीं है, ये हमारी कोई बात नहीं सुनना चाहती, एंड व्हाट इज़ इट दैट where do you think that you gave yourself that permission? What was it that made you challenge things? And I'm sure कि ये चीज़ अभी भी आपके काम में भी फैक्टर होगी, है ना?
एक तो देर आर बहुत सारी चीज़ें आपको अपने बारे में ना ओवर अ सर्टेन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम समझ आती हैं. लाइक अब मैं जब आप मुझसे बात पूछ रही हो और मैं इसके बारे में सोच रही हूँ, या मैं जनरली जब अपनी लाइफ चॉइसेस के बारे में सोचती हूँ, तो मैं ये सोचती हूँ कि you know early on maybe one of the reasons was that I was a good child at home. Like I told you शुरू में ही मैंने आपको कहा, when I was rebelling in my head. मैं outright उसका कोई reaction नहीं था. It wasn't in my behavior. So I was considered a good child. Like even मेरी family में सब कहते थे कि आमना बड़ी अच्छी है, बड़ी घरेलू है, किचन में बहुत अच्छा काम करती है, सफाई बहुत अच्छी कर लेती है, बड़ी तमीज़दार है, बड़ी रिस्पेक्टफुल है, which stands true to date.
तो 40 लोगों का खाना
So
बना सकती थी आप, लेकिन
मैं बिल्कुल सब कुछ कर सकती हूँ नरिमान. आई एम अ वेरी बहुत
अल्टीमेट टेस्ट.
मेरी अम्मी ने, मैं हर किसी को कहती हूँ, मेरी अम्मी ने पूरी ज़िंदगी मुझे टू बी अ गुड हाउसवाइफ ट्रेन किया था. ये तो मैंने थोड़ा-सा जो है ना वो साइड मारी और कुछ और काम स्टार्ट कर दिया, बट आई एम completely totally trained to be a great housewife, which by the way, I love hosting, I love cooking, I love doing all of that. I enjoy it. It's by choice now. लेकिन मैं ये कहती हूँ कि अब मैं सोचती हूँ इस बारे में, तो बहुत शुरू से ही ना आई थिंक दिस आइडिया ऑफ कि what sort of life I want for myself was very clear in my head. अब मैं अपने आसपास की ख़वातीन को एज एन एग्जाम्पल देखती थी ऑफ व्हाट आई डोंट वांट. लाइक मैं क्या ज़िंदगी नहीं चाहती और क्या ज़िंदगी मैं चाहती हूँ, और उसके क्या रास्ते हैं. मैंने शुरू में ही आपको कहा कि उसके क्या एक्सेप्टेबल रास्ते हैं टू मेक श्योर कि सबकी एक्सेप्टेंस हो, सब खुश रहें, सबको खुश रखना, अपने अब्बू को, अपनी अम्मी को, अपनी फैमिली को. एंड ऑफ कोर्स लाइक मेरी जनरली मैं अपने आप को इस चीज़ का क्रेडिट नहीं देती, बट आई थिंक वन ऑफ द रीजंस दैट मैं ये सब कुछ कर सकी थी और अपने पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस कर सकी ओवर टाइम ऑन डिफरेंट डिसीजंस एंड थिंग्स वाज बिकॉज आई वाज जनरली अ गुड चाइल्ड. लाइक आई वाज अ गुड चाइल्ड, आई वाज नो ट्रबल. मैं पढ़ाई में भी ठीक थी, कोई बहुत एक्सेप्शनली अच्छी नहीं थी, पढ़ाई में ठीक थी, अपने काम से काम, जो मेरी अम्मी ने जिस तरह से वो चाहती थी, वो जो रोल्स थे वो सब I did a good job. Everybody was happy. So I think that really helped in keeping myself sane in the process, because मैंने जैसे आपको कहा कि family is like it was important. My parents' approval is always important for me. कि वो क्या सही समझते हैं, क्या गलत समझते हैं. तो आज भी it stands true. आज भी, but then I think like to give myself credit, I was a good child, and I think इसलिए मेरे parents के लिए शायद ये एक्सेप्ट करना आसान था. एंड मुझे याद है कि व्हेन आई क्लियर्ड माय सिविल सर्विस एग्जाम, सम ऑफ द पीपल केम टू माय फादर एंड सेड दैट लाइक यू हैव लेट हर जॉइन द पुलिस सर्विस, और अब देखो थाने में तो सिर्फ आदमी होते हैं, वो मर्दों में जाएगी और वो ऐसे करेगी और वैसे हमारे खानदान की.
और ये बात सच है, मतलब इट्स नॉट इवेंट, ये कोई एग्जैजरेशन भी नहीं है.
एग्जैजरेशन बिल्कुल नहीं है. सो लोगों ने कहा मेरे वालिद साहब को, एंड आई स्टिल रिमेंबर लेटर ऑन, लाइक नॉट माय फादर बट माय मदर टोल्ड मी दैट ही टोल्ड एवरीवन कि you should go and congratulate my daughter because she has done a fantastic job, और उसने बड़ी मेहनत की है इस इम्तिहान को पास करने के लिए, तो आपको उसको मुबारक देनी चाहिए instead of saying all of that. So I think it was some of it was from my side, but a lot of it was from my parents' side. And I think जैसे हम बात कर रहे थे initially भी कि उस जनरेशन के लिए अपना माइंड चेंज करना एक बहुत मुश्किल काम है एंड मैं ये समझती हूँ अगेन मैं ये कहूँगी कि अगर इस प्रोसेस में मेरे पेरेंट्स का या मेरे आसपास के उस सर्टेन जनरेशन के लोगों का माइंड चेंज हुआ है तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी बात है।
Yeah, this is something जो मैं I have spoken to some of the women about कि especially the younger women के how do you see especially I mean mothers generation तो एक definitely is far further up लेकिन other lessons जो आपने जैसे आप कह रही हो अपने अपने से बड़ी जो women हैं उनको देखा and you were like you know these are the things I don't want or these are the things that I do want to keep like being a good girl you वो तो I think every generation wants that and बाकी ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ें थी that you felt that you have seen observed in older women older than you in their 40s even not necessarily up there जो आप you know you wish के well you basically taken lessons from
आई थिंक लाइक नईमान जो एक चीज़ मेरे लिए ना हमेशा बहुत मुश्किल थी टू एब्जॉर्ब एंड एक्सेप्ट वाज दैट पेट्रियार्की में ना रैशनैलिटी नहीं है। लाइक जब हम मिसोजिनी की बात करते हैं, जब हम पेट्रियार्की की बात करते हैं तो उसमें ना द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रैशनैलिटी डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। जैसे बहुत सारी चीज़ें मैं इनिशियली भी आपको कह रही थी कि हमें कह दी जाती है कि नहीं ये तो ऐसे ही है, बस इसको इसके बारे में कोई बात नहीं करनी। लाइक व्हेन यू क्वेश्चन इट देयर वुड बी नो आंसर्स एंड यू वुड बी टोल्ड कि नहीं ऐसे ही होता है, हमारे ख़ानदानों में ऐसे होता है या इसी तरह होता है या व्हाटएवर जो कल्चर में यही होता है। तो जो रैशनैलिटी थी ना वो हैज़ ऑलवेज बीन लाइक माय गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल इन लाइफ एंड आई थिंक एवरीथिंग स्टेम्स फ्रॉम दैट। मैं देखती थी अपने आसपास आई हैव सीन सच ब्रिलियंट वुमेन। I'm not even talking about the ones in 40s, I'm talking about the ones in 60s जो कि मैं समझती हूँ कि they were exceptionally brilliant but they were not given the opportunity or they were kept away from it. And I think there is no bigger injustice that you can do to a human than to keep them from their potential. और जब मैं ये बात करती हूँ ना तो मैं ये नहीं कहती कि उस वक्त उनके पास रिसोर्सेज नहीं थे या उनके पास और प्रॉब्लम्स थे, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था। मैं जिन खवातीन और जिन घरों की बात कर रही हूँ मैं उन लोगों की बात कर रही हूँ कि जहाँ पे हर चीज़ की अपॉर्चुनिटी मौजूद थी, तालीम देने की, तालीम तक पहुँचाने की, आगे बढ़ने की। इट वाज जस्ट अबाउट yes or no that somebody else was doing on behalf of them.
why permission ही आई है और
Yeah, so बहुत सारी आज भी मैं उनको देखती हूँ and these women now that this particular generation has access to so much of social media, they realize that ये सारी बातें जो एक ज़माने में गलत समझी जाती थी एक औरत के भाई ये सब कुछ अब सही है and it is actually that people are aiming for. Like जैसे एक बड़ी अनहोनी सी बात लगती है लोगों को जब आदमी आज कहते हैं कि नो वी वांट अ वर्किंग वुमन लाइक दिस इज नॉट अ वन पर्सन इकोनॉमी, दिस इज अ टू पीपल इकोनॉमी, वी नीड बोथ पार्टनर्स टू बी वर्किंग। सो जो हमारे से ओल्डर जनरेशन है वो थोड़ी शॉक हो जाती है, वो कहते हैं कि अच्छा अब शौहर कहते हैं कि बीवियां काम करें। तो देयर इज दिस रिग्रेट दैट आई have seen in their conversations and I used to see back then too because back then maybe ignorance is a bliss, they didn't know better, but up to it is so obvious when you speak to them that you know they're living a life of regret where they know okay whatever was told to them had no rationality or logic and it was just patriarchy.
I want to know a little bit more about this. You have been involved with not just, you are a police officer, but you're also working in policy making around this, as far as I understand. So, we are all very well aware कि क्या कुछ हो रहा है मुल्क में और उसमें मैंने कई दफ़ा लोगों से सुना है कि if you're a girl or if you're a woman, you should leave Pakistan. And this is, unfortunately, that's also not an overreaction in some ways because the violence is a lot and so much. How did you get involved with the policy side of it and what are you doing with that?
One of the things that I learned from my job was that we all live in a bubble where we say that if you can, you should leave the country, you should do this or whatever. I think when I'm thinking around policy or I'm thinking around the laws, what this service has taught me is that there is a huge chunk of majority of the population जिनकी जिंदगियां हमने यहाँ बेहतर बनानी है, जिनके पास बहुत सारी चीज़ों का एक्सेस नहीं है, you know, and ये लर्निंग भी मेरी ओवर टाइम बाय स्टेइंग इन दिस जॉब हुई, क्योंकि मुझे ये मौका मिला, विच आई कंसिडर माई सेल्फ फॉर्चुनेट टू बी ऑफ, कि मुझे वो एक्सपीरियंस में कर सकी कि हमारी इतनी ज़्यादा हुआ, इट्स अ कंट्री ऑफ 200 ऑलमोस्ट 50 मिलियन पीपल नाउ, कि उन सब को वो एक्सेस नहीं है चीज़ों की जिसका एक सर्टन ओपिनियन लीडर्स सोचते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे एक सर्टन टाइप ऑफ नैरेटिव अराउंड वायलेंस अगेंस्ट वुमेन या जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस जब हो रहा होता है, तो मैं इट्स वायर्ड फ्रॉम रियलिटी, आई एम सॉरी टू से दिस, लाइक वो कॉन्वर्सेशन एक इस तरह के लेवल पे हो रही होती है जिसमें रियलिटी को गेज नहीं किया जा रहा होता। और मेरे पॉलिसी के काम का मकसद ही यही है कि वो रियलिटी, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन नॉट एक्सपेक्ट everybody on Twitter who is considered an opinion leader or on Instagram to have access to that sort of reality, and because they don't have it, I think their opinions are somewhat not complete. और
This is a
इसीलिए
very small segment, obviously, that has that choice. You know, ये तो हम एक बिल्कुल it's a privileged position for sure. And yeah, obviously the average कोई non-profit जो NGOs काम कर रही हैं and everything, उनको पता है कि on the ground ऑप्शंस तो कोई क्या ऑप्शंस हैं, इन ऑप्शंस के बारे में बात करने का कोई फ़ायदा ही नहीं है, बिकॉज द रियलिटी इज़ के you're there and you're not going anywhere. There's the majority of women are not going anywhere.
again, I was fortunate enough and I had the, as you said, privilege to go बाहर, और बाहर जाके मैंने पढ़ा और दुनिया देखी और बहुत सारी चीज़ों की अंडरस्टैंडिंग मुझे वहाँ से डेवलप हुई। और मैं ये समझती हूँ कि हमें ना, मेरा अपना ओपिनियन ये है इस बारे में कि वी हैव टू करेक्ट थिंग्स हियर, मतलब हमें इन चीज़ों को यहाँ ठीक करना है। ये जस्टिस सिस्टम के प्रोसेसेस बहुत बेहतरी आ चुकी है, बहुत चीज़ें बहुत बेहतर हो गई हैं। अगर हुकूमत पे 70% रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है तो 30% रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लोगों पे भी है, राइट? एंड आई थिंक कि वो 30%, if I talk about GBV, it's basically the opposite, कि आपका क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम का एक्सेस, उसके प्रोसीजर्स, उसमें फीमेल ऑफिसर्स का होना, आपके पास सोशल सर्विसेज की एक्सेस होना, वो सब कुछ बिल्कुल स्टेट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। बट आपका majority of the responsibility also lies in how you're addressing the misogyny in the society. One. The second thing is कि मुझे अपने करियर के कुछ अरसे बाद इस बात का भी अंदाज़ा हो गया था कि if you really want to bring change, you have to work on the laws and the policies and the mechanisms, right? तो initially I was working on the anti-rape ordinance, उसकी मैं rules and investigation का जो part था उसकी मैं कमेटी की member थी, so I helped draft that. फिर उसके बाद बहुत सारी और अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ थी जिसमें मैंने काम किया एज अ पॉलिसी मेकर, एज यू नो एन असिस्टेंट टू अ पर्टिकुलर मिनिस्ट्री वर्किंग ऑन जेंडर। बट राइट नाउ what I'm working on is technology facilitated gender based violence, and I've just drafted the national strategy for Pakistan to address technology facilitated gender based violence, and it took us a year of advocacy to make the law enforcement, the legislators, the policymakers understand what the phenomena is and what needs to be done for women to have access. And I think the policy side of things requires as much, I'd say, you know, would require for us to fix that part of things as well, as much as we are doing work on the ground. तो ये सोच मुझे काफ़ी इनिशियली आ गई थी कि अगर मैं कहती हूँ कि मेरे पास डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का कोई केस आया इनिशियली इन द इनिशियल ईयर्स और मेरे पास वो शायद कानून नहीं है जिससे मैं इसको बेहतर तरीके से एड्रेस करती हूँ, और फिर मैं बाहर गई और मैंने दुनिया में देखा कि क्या-क्या एग्ज़िस्ट करता है इन द प्रिवेंशन साइड ऑफ थिंग्स। तो आई रियलाइज़ कि दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंकिंग नीड्स टू बी ब्रॉट बैक टू पाकिस्तान, और इसी वजह से पिछला पूरे 2-3 साल से मैं इसके ऊपर काम कर रही हूँ, और अभी आजकल टेक्नोलॉजी फैसिलिटेटेड जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस के ऊपर पिछले 1.5-2 साल से किया, एंड अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वी वर एबल टू ड्राफ्ट द स्ट्रैटेजी एंड नाउ वी आर वर्किंग टू मेक थिंग्स बेटर उससे आगे।
जैसे मुझे अभी I mean, like some things I didn't even know much about. For example, what you're saying, the work of the policy is so important on that side of things, क्योंकि जैसे सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट के ऊपर आई थिंक लॉज इतने भी क्लियर नहीं थे जो पिछले कुछ सालों में बेहतर हो गए हैं कि यू नो व्हाट डज इट मीन, व्हाट इज़ कंसेंट मीन, और उस पर अब ओवरऑल पॉपुलेशन में भी आई थिंक बेहतर अवेयरनेस है, मैं अंडरस्टैंडिंग तो नहीं कहूँगी क्योंकि किसी को समझ आ रही तो आ रही है, नहीं आ रही तो नहीं आ रही, लेकिन अवेयरनेस तो थोड़ी एटलीस्ट आई है कि भाई देयर इज सच अ थिंग एज कंसेंट, उसको आप माने या ना माने। लेकिन आई एम आई थिंक would you share so what this technology wala jo you're is that something related to the to cyber like cybercrime?
Yeah, I think GBV manifests in different ways. As you know, Nariman, whenever I get an opportunity, I try and explain what gender-based violence is, and there's a definition in my head. I have categorized it in two ways. को एक तो मैं कहती हूँ कि direct form of gender-based violence है जो कि which has a wound that you can see, right? कि आप देखते हो कि किसी ने एक पार्टनर ने, एक हस्बैंड ने, एक भाई ने, एक बाप ने एक औरत को मारा, उसका you can see there are tangible, I'd say, ज़ख्म to make the general public understand कि भाई आपको नजर आ रहा है कि किसी फिजिकल है और वो नजर आ रहा है, like it's something that you can see. And even though it is horrible, it is condemnable, it should not happen, but I think it stems from structural form of gender-based violence जिसकी हम अभी बात कर रहे थे नरीमान, and we don't have a term for it generally, like we don't address it as violence, but keeping a woman from their potential, not making them dependent on a man by choices of another man, over time उसको educate ना करना, उसके बहुत सारे बच्चे, as you were talking about consent, without looking at her health, make her go through a lot of pregnancies. और ये सारी चीजें
There's so
eventually
many
औरत को
ways,
dependent,
right?
yeah, there's so many ways to control. So जब वो एक औरत स्ट्रक्चरल इस तरह के वायलेंस में फंस जाती है और वो कंट्रोल होना शुरू हो जाती है तो उसकी डिपेंडेंसी क्रिएट हो जाती है, एंड इवेंचुअली दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स रिजल्ट्स इनटू डायरेक्ट फॉर्म ऑफ वायलेंस. और इसी तरह से अब एक मीडियम आ गया है जो टेक्नोलॉजी का है, जिसमें औरतों की तस्वीरें, औरतों की प्राइवेट इंफॉर्मेशन, छोटी बच्चियों को ब्लैकमेल करना, वो इट
AI
इज
अब
अ
तो और
हॉरिबल,
कुछ
एब्सोल्युटली. और वो उसमें हो ये रहा है कि हमारी बहुत सारी ख़वातीन, दे आर बीइंग ब्लैकमेल्ड, बहुत सारी हमारी ओपिनियन लीडर्स, दे आर बीइंग पुश्ड इनटू साइलेंस. और बहुत सारे ये जो फिनोमेना है जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस का, मैं बेसिकली इसके ऊपर काम कर रही हूँ और कोशिश कर रही हूँ कि हम इसको किसी तरह से इस तरह की औरतें जो इस तरह के वायलेंस में फंस जाती हैं उनके लिए एक्सेस टू जस्टिस और रास्ते हों जिसमें उनके लिए हम स्टेट को हेल्प कर सकें. या
no that's really I mean that's a big thing और अभी actually वही बात है कि it's not just Pakistan but even अभी Canada में just about a month ago I think there was a new bill that was passed about regarding coercion के बल्कि यार it was a court case जिसमें एक औरत ने she won के coercion के point of view से कि in terms of ये कि emotional coercion being you know manipulated, emotional and financial manipulation जो है that is also considered domestic violence, domestic abuse. So ये चीज़ यहाँ पे भी अभी ये चीज़ अब आई है और अब इस पे औरतें जो हैं सू कर सकती हैं, मतलब पहले ये नहीं था. तो ये कोई ये नहीं है कि सिर्फ गोरों को सब कुछ पता है. आई मीन आई थिंक ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड इस पर काम हो रहा है. सो आई मीन इट्स अमेजिंग दैट वीमेन लाइक यू माशाल्लाह are representing us. I mean it's not कि आपको कोई प्लेट में किसी ने ये opportunity पेश की, you have worked towards it. I was very much interested in social change but I never saw that, I never thought कि पुलिस में join करके मैं कोई social change लाऊंगी. I mean you know it was not something that I would like civil service में जाके, it's like you said many women are not aware really of what the CSS and the civil service can basically the jobs, the things that they provide, because government seems more like just politics, you know, than anything else. Government being a real servant of the people, वो एक कॉन्सेप्ट हम अभी तक हमारा कुछ बैक एंड फोर्थ कभी ठीक होता कभी गलत होता है, लेकिन इट्स वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस. सो बट सीइंग पीपल लाइक यू इज़ रियली इंस्पायरिंग कि यू नो आई होप दैट अदर women will also see that this is possible, you can make it happen, you can please everyone. सबको खुश करके भी हम मतलब ये हो सकता है और इतना it is not an impossible idea.
आई डोंट नो सब खुश हैं कि नहीं, बट काफियों को खुश करके हो सकता है.
वो तो है. आई थिंक
Absolutely.
अभी आप छोटी है ना, छोटी हैं आप, इसलिए मैं आपको ये आइडिया भी हमें 40 के बाद समझ आ जाती कि सब खुश नहीं होंगे, इसलिए जो करना है करो. इसलिए we give up on that idea कि हम खुश करेंगे सबको. तो you will we all get there.
Yeah. No, no. I think like so kind of you. I'm not. No, I can't take so much praise. So मैं थोड़ा सा it's really hard for me to just. But yeah, thank you.
No,
I've
I
been
mean,
told to just say thank you and move on.
listen, I feel
But
like
I would.
sorry, I was gonna say कि all the women that I'm talking to, I feel like, listen, it's every woman is a quiet sort of rebellion. हर औरत को ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो कोई बहुत बड़ी revolutionary बन जा नज़र आए. But I think every step that you are taking is creating space for women to do more in Pakistan, and that's what I'm trying to appreciate here.
I think we all have to do our part. We have these discussions. हम दोस्त आपस में बात करते हैं and I think एक जो realization है हम सबको वो ये है कि there is a generation जो हमसे पहले है and then there's us and then there is Gen Z, right? Like I am a millennial, so उस हमारे पास Gen Z है. And I think whatever a woman is doing in this country to just not align herself with the set stereotypes in any way is setting an example for the women to come after her. And I tell everyone that it's harder for our generation because we are the transitory generation, right? Between that generation which did not believe कि औरतों को कुछ और भी करना चाहिए ज़िंदगी में and then this generation of Gen Zs who just do not care irrespective of their gender. But जो हम बीच में stuck हैं हमारे ऊपर ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑटोमेटिकली आ गई है दैट whatever we are doing, whatever examples we are setting is basically a fight in progress against patriarchy. And that's how I see it in every little thing that we do, in every little decision that we make. I've always been a firm believer of the fact that you can only change stereotypes by setting examples. And when people see it, they believe it. You started asking me that, who was my I am that example that I wish I had when I was a child. And now when men bring their young daughters and these women who message me who have recently joined the police service that, we used to look at your videos and you were our inspiration, etc. It's like big words. And for me, I'm just like, for a moment, what? Really? And then I'd be like, mujhse pooch to lete. But then, in a lot of ways, I realized that it has had impact. It is whatever I do at the end of the day, no matter how draining it is, in whatever capacity a woman is doing, it eventually is leading to social change. And that's the ultimate goal. So yeah, kudos to everyone who's putting up a fight.
Yeah, I wonder how faith has played into all of this for you. Because I'm sure there are many things where, as a woman, you're confronted with things, and also your own limitation as a human being. कि you're dealing with all sorts of crimes where, you see a lot of painful things. And uske andar, how does faith guide you in all of it?
I think so important. There's so much I want to say on this, but last year, one of my really, really good friends, she gifted me a translation of the Quran, and I think reading that has been a life-altering experience for me. One of my main realizations from that reading is that, in our society, culture is confused for religion, or not just say confused, I think deliberately culture को religion के garb में हमें बताया जाता है. In fact, हमारा religion जो है वो बहुत औरतों के हकूक़, again freedom of choice, इन सारी चीज़ों का ज़िक्र करता है, तालीम का ज़िक्र करता है. The examples that we have had in terms of Hazrat Khatija, I think work को जिस तरह से condescendingly it was looked down upon, it's not the reality and it's not the case in our religion. So I think it gave me a lot of clarity into what is being said or what has been told to us, and just deciding the rights from wrongs and redefining them for myself. And faith played a huge part. And I think specifically in my profession, as you mentioned, one of my favorite verses from the readings that I've done so far is that be just. It is closest to being God conscious, and I think mere profession mein justice is the basics. So in terms of the decisions that I have to make at work every day, I think most of it is being guided by what my religion has ordained for me to do. It has also put in a lot of. It has led to this calmness and sense of satisfaction, and also this idea about most of our responsibilities towards other human beings. And then again, this whole notion that जो हम अपने जहन में मैं आपको शुरू से कह रही थी कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि रैशनैलिटी नहीं है बहुत सारी चीज़ों में इन टर्म्स ऑफ बीइंग अ वुमेन इन दिस सोसाइटी. मेरे रिलीजन ने इट पुट एवरीथिंग इन पर्सपेक्टिव एंड मेड मी रियलाइज कि नहीं, ये जो चीज़ें गलत हैं जो मुझे रैशनल या लॉजिकल नहीं लग रही थी वो मुझे ठीक रैशनल या लॉजिकल नहीं लग रही थी. इसकी कोई इजाज़त नहीं है.
सही.
There is no glory in suffering. That has been my biggest understanding by reading the Quran and its translation, and also that God wants us to live a good life. Allah wants us to live a good, fulfilled life. And जो हमें बताया जाता है, I mean, I keep saying this, but initially जो criteria set किया जाता था of being a good woman was that वो बहुत अच्छी औरत है, उसका बड़ा मुश्किल ससुराल था, उसने बड़ा गुजारा किया, बहुत बड़ा मुश्किल हस्बैंड था, उसने बड़ा गुजारा किया, वो बड़ी अच्छी औरत
निभाया
है.
उसने
So
बहुत.
this idea around how it was glorified, this whole understanding around violence, gender-based violence, and the way women are kept changed for me, and it was completely through my religion, and then everything started making sense. So I think, and that also led to, I'd say, Nariman, that it led me to a lot of self-belief. It did. It led me to think that okay, जो मैं सोच रही हूँ, मैं कुछ गलत नहीं सोच रही in a lot of ways. It is completely aligned with what my Lord wants me to, my Allah wants me to do, or live life a certain way.
I mean, I honestly feel very grateful कि whatever it is in our lives that has brought us to be more curious about our faith and be more to look for these answers it's a huge blessing. I feel very grateful. But जैसे मेरी therapist जो है उन्होंने मुझे एक दफ़ा कहा था कि अल्लाह मैंने आपको सब्र करने को कहा है, जबर करने को नहीं कहा.
I think Nariman, another thing that I'd want to just bring in here. I'm no expert. I'm a first time reader myself, but one of the things that has like really what spoke to me was from the text is that again and again in the Quran it says, God says that would you not use your reason? Like it's a rhetorical question. After every few verses there's this rhetorical question at the end that would you not use your reason? Like I have made you superior to other जो मैंने बाकी मेरी मखलूक है उससे ज़्यादा आपको सुपीरियर आपकी दिमाग की वजह से और आपके सोचने की ताकत, रीजनिंग की ताकत की वजह से बनाया है. So would you not use your reason? So I think that really spoke to me when I read the text, or it like a lot of things. I kept going back to the fact that wow, it is actually what I have been thinking all throughout. Where is the reason or the logic in this? And God again tells you to use it because I've given you that brain. Use that reason and logic. So I think that was also extremely enlightening for me when I read. And definitely in so many ways it has brought this calmness with my decisions. And I think जो बात की सोच है ना कि अच्छा ये कर लिया तो ठीक है या ये कर लिया गलत है, लोग क्या कहेंगे, उसने क्या कहा, वो क्या कहेगी, वो क्या कहेगा, I think that sort of thing just subsides then. And you know that जो चीज़ लिखी हुई है it's rationally making sense, and मेरे हिसाब से जो जितनी ताकत कुव्वत मेरे जहन में है उसके मुताबिक this is making sense, and that's it. So then there is nobody, जैसे आपने कहा, no people pleasing, no making the situation any better,
no conviction. बेहतर हो, you have more belief in your understanding of things, and you have more belief in your choices. I mean, this is not an easy profession in terms of, you know, the subject matter, the daily issues that you have to face. But like I said, there's a lot of trauma that, you know, you have to look at. How do you how do you sort of process that? And also, how do you look for peace and happiness in your everyday?
Oh God, I am very grateful. So, generally, another thing that now I have to go back to the translation because that's what I'm reading. I think another thing that it did for me, मैं किसी से उस दिन बात कर रही थी, one of my seniors, and I said कि एक दो concepts जो हैं वो मेरे, now I genuinely, when I say Alhamdulillah or when I say Astaghfirullah, I think जो मेरा अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ ग्रेटफुलनेस है वो बहुत हद तक क्लियर और बेहतर हो गई है आफ्टर रीडिंग द कुरान एंड इट इज़ नाउ व्हेन आई से इट आई मीन इट maybe previously when I was saying it I was just saying it in passing, so I'm extremely grateful, and I'm generally I'm very very grateful for the life that I have, for everything that I have with me. So I'm not pensive and I'm not like I generally am not that person. I'm generally a happy person. But of course, it is when I went for my master's degree or when I was on a fellowship. That's when you get time away from work to just sit with yourself and think about everything that has gone down at work and how traumatic it is. And I think again back to it, मेरे लिए uh, one of the points of being grateful was that I was the helping hand in that situation and not the one receiving that sort of treatment. So वो आइडिया कि शायद मैं उस पोजीशन में हूँ जो मैं किसी की मदद कर सकती हूँ, so the sort of contentment that brings, I think it's unparalleled. And then of course it's traumatic, of course there's so much I would not want it to happen, nobody would want it to happen, but then just to think that, as I said initially, that I could have been in that situation, I was this close to probably being in that situation at one point in my life where I had not made certain decisions or worked in a certain way. So that sort of rationality again brings a lot of gratefulness, which helps me process it. But I love to cook. I am an extrovert. I have a billion friends all across the world. I want to hang out with people in person, have a good time. And yeah, that's how I keep myself happy and busy.
बहुत अच्छा है, बिल्कुल. Because I mean, this is like just like surgeons, I think doctors sometimes they have to deal with life and death and in a very stark way. और आपकी it's right there in your everyday work. Honestly, जब आप पाकिस्तान में जो हालात देखते हैं, जब as just as a woman citizen, you think you feel so helpless as a mother, as a sister. You read so many stories and everything. You're in a position where you can build change.
Those things should not happen, as you said. Like, this is a sad situation, and of course there's two ways to look at it, and it's never it's the secondhand trauma that you get in the process, and it makes you angry at what's happening, as you said. And I think it makes people who are taking that sort of information, who cannot assist in any way in that situation, angrier than the ones who are in that situation and can assist. But then जो उस situation में है उनके ऊपर एक बहुत बड़ी responsibility है to do their best and to be very honest towards what they're doing and put in the extra work to make sure that things go right. I think every victim and survivor is equal in her rights to what should be done for her in terms of justice. Just doing your bit properly, correctly, wholeheartedly, and honestly, I think that also brings some sort of, probably contentment is the wrong word, but then again, just knowing that you did your bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that again somehow brings some sort of relief. कि अच्छा चलो, at least this was my job, this is what I did. मैंने अपने बाकी, of course, बहुत सारी और चीज़ें हैं, but जो आपको है कि मैंने इनहेरेंटली अपनी पूरी कोशिश की अच्छी ऑनेस्टी के साथ. I think that also brings a lot of contentment.
And I hope that other women are inspired to do more and maybe join the civil service and inshallah bring good change. So we have a lot of
Female officers who are now joining the civil service. The ratio is almost now 50-50 in terms of the batch that joins the civil service now. So which is a great thing. The women are of course outperforming the men. No surprises there. Yeah.
That's true.
So in a lot of ways, there's this silent revolution that's happening in this civil service.
Great, yeah, that's
So,
amazing.
I hope. Yeah, and I hope like this conversation that I always my female colleagues and I will discuss. It's just like, yeah, again, somebody is calling us to talk about how, like, there's so few female police officers or pehli female police officer. This pehli. I think that it's 2026. We really need to move on and think of it as just being a career officer who is doing a good job, and it shouldn't be so few of them. It should be like a thing. So yeah, I think we're getting there, and hopefully in the next few years. Yeah.
Nee, shukar hai. I mean, it's amazing, and I'm hoping that people will also see what you're doing and learn more about it from this conversation. And thank you so much for making this time for me, Amna. And I really hope कि हम लोग कभी in person भी मिलें, and आप मेरे लिए खाना बनाए, because मैं तो बोर हो गई हूँ खाने बना के यहाँ पे.
We could take care. No, I would love to. I love to cook. I am a very good cook, as if I may say so myself. But मैं बहुत अच्छे देसी खाने
Wow,
बनाती हूँ
very
और मुझे
nice.
बनाने का भी बहुत शौक है. और आप पूछ रही थी कि how do I relax? So I come back home and I cook, and that's therapeutic for me. So inshallah, hopefully, I'm very sure अल्लाह ने चाहा तो हम in person मिलेंगे और मैं आपके लिए कुछ पका रही होंगी.
Thank you so much. Thank you, and inshallah, I'm so grateful for your time.